everyone, and welcome to Poppy DIY Crafts. Today we're reviewing this Taba Squishies animal kit from Let's Resin. This kit was sent to me from Let's Resin to review, so thank you so much. This kit comes with everything that you need to make 4 super cute squishies. Take a look. We have a rabbit, we have a hamster, we have a capybara, and a little chick. Here's everything that comes in the kit. So of course we have our flex rubber, we have the molds. So this molds makes all 4 animals in one. We have 4 colorants, some pom-poms. I'm not really sure what to do about these pom-poms. I think you can add them into your mixture. So we're going to give that a try. Some flocking powder in white, some eyes. And to keep your squishies clean, we have these 4 bags. These are little Ziploc bags, and you can put little chains on them so that you can carry it around. And of course, we got some gloves, sticks, and gloves. So let's go ahead and get started. So the flex rubber is measured by weight. So I do have my own little scale. I'm going to put my own little plate underneath because after I pour it, I do want to move it to another location. And so we're going to put it in upside down like this. If you want to make it easier to release the squishy, you can put some mold release cream or some Vaseline. What you do is just rub a little bit of this. I think this is very similar to Vaseline. And just kind of rub it into the crevices here. This will just make it easier for the squishies to come out. But in my experience, it does come out pretty good even without this mold release. But if you have a little bit of Vaseline, you can just spread a little bit in there just to make it easier. And you want to put it into these little crevices, like the ears, the paws. The body is usually pretty okay. The nice thing about the molds from Let's Resin is that it does tell you how much you need. So we need 12.5 fluid ounces for all 4 of these. That way there's no waste. Since we're going to make all 4, I'm going to be using a larger cup. So this is my cup. The one that comes in the kit goes up to 8 fluid ounces. I'm going to go ahead and pour the first bottle. Each of these is 8 ounces. So that's a total of 16. And we're going to need about 13. Here's 165 grams of parts A. And do 165 of parts B. Now we're going to stir it up. And this squishy is going to be opaque. So even if you don't add any colors, it's going to come out kind of a creamy white color. Let's Resin also offers a clear one, and it looks like this. As you can see, this one's completely clear. Super cute. So I'm going to stir this for about 5 minutes. I'm going to split solution into different cups so that we can color them. The first one is going to be gardenia white. Then we have yellow. Next is blue. And the last one is bright red. And we're going to mix it up. Here's the red. Here's the yellow. Here's the blue. And here's the gardenia white. It's more of a cream color. So I'm not really sure what to do about these pom-poms. There are 3 different sizes. There's a large, medium, and small. So I'm not sure if we're actually supposed to add it into the Taba squishies or use it to decorate afterwards. So I'm going to try adding it into the squishy. And I'm going to add it to the chicken one, the little chick. So that's this one right here. So we'll find out together what happens. So I'm going to take and just kind of put it into the solution here. Okay, it's actually a lot. I don't know if this will actually give it a different texture, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm just kind of coating it. Okay, I'm going to pour it into the chick, which is this one. It's a very large one here. Sure that one's all the way in. And you want to fill it all the way up because the material does pull back after it cures. Okay, I think this one's the hamster. Let's make the hamster blue. Okay, so we didn't have enough for the blue, so we might need to make another batch. And the last one is the capybara. So I have a little bit of white left. I'm going to top off the yellow here and pour some into the blue. Okay, so it does look like we're going to need to make a tiny batch to top off the blue. Here's the second batch of blue. Alright, now we need 4 to 6 hours for it to cure. Alright everyone, so our squishies have cured. As you can see, they're super colorful and they're ready to be demolded. So usually when I demold them is I separate the edges and then I flip it inside out to push it completely out. So we do want to be careful around the edges so that it doesn't tear. But these are actually pretty strong, so you don't have to worry too much about it tearing. Alright, oh my gosh, this is our little hamster. Look how cute it is. This hamster is so cute. Let's take out the rest. Here's a rabbit. Here's our rabbit, also super cute. This one is the capybara. Okay, here is the capybara. And this last one is the chick filled with pom-poms. So this one is going to be interesting. So this one was harder to take out, mostly because the opening was much smaller. But here is our chick. Oh my goodness, filled with pom-poms. You can feel that underneath. So because of the pom-poms, it's not as squishy as the other ones. Okay, and let's go ahead and add the eyes. So these eyes kind of just stick to it. And if you rub it, they will fall off. Alright, there's our chick. There's our rabbit. I think these look so much better with their eyes. Here's the capybara. And here is the hamster. So this time these squishies are a little bit sticky and it really depends on whether or not you like this texture. So if you like this texture, you can just go ahead and play with it like this and put it in a Ziploc bag so that it doesn't get dirty. Or you can add some flocking powder. And after adding the flocking powder, it'll be a lot smoother. Okay, now for the flocking powder. Let's pour a little bit on the bottom first. Let's put our hamster in it. And then add more powder. And give it a good shake. Alright, that was it. So now our hamster is no longer sticky. It has a nice soft velvety feel to it, but it's still very squishy. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Okay, let's do the capybara. And here it is. Our little capybara is now nice and soft and super squishy. Okay, our rabbit's turn. And you do want to do this with the eyes on. If you don't have the eyes on, it won't stick anymore afterwards. So here is our bunny. This one is so soft. Love the little tail. And look how squishy this bunny is. Oh my goodness. I really love this one. Okay, our last one is the chick. You can just roll it around. And here's our chick. So this chick is actually a little bit more firm. It's not as soft and squishy as the other ones, mostly because of the little pom-poms. So if you want this kind of semi-firm texture, then add the pom-poms. Otherwise, these are super squishy without anything inside of them. As you can see, this one's more kind of like a stress ball, and this one is just so squishy. Alright everyone, so what do you think of these 4 squishies that we made today? This was super fast to make and they're so much fun to play with afterwards. So my favorites are the bunny, just because just because it's so cute. And of course this hamster, oh my gosh, look at those cheeks. So if you enjoyed this video and want to make your own squishy, I have links down below in the description. And I'll see you next time. Bye!